Hey guys, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. And in this episode, we're trying to find a way to open up the sealed tower here in Valak Mountain. Which begs the question, will it be the sealed tower if we open up the path? Only one way to find out. But no, this is going to be kind of a beefy episode. I'm sure you guys don't mind, but I plan to get a lot done specifically in this part. It is true, opening up the path to this incredibly tall tower. I don't honestly think I mentioned how large it was before. Crud's giant! And if you know, I mean, it is on top of a giant. That makes sense, but no, legitimately. That'll come in the future, but to open up the path, we actually have to head to the fiery portion of Valak Mountain. I don't want to get into logistics of how that's even possible, given, well, geography and all that, but then again, we're on top of a giant. And who's to say the physics of, this universe work the same as ours? They probably don't, considering, Earth's gravitational pull. I don't know if that really applied to Bionic. I mean, they don't even have, moon cycles. So how are there tides? We may never know unless they release a book that says otherwise. But I should probably update the tracking so I don't get lost. Right over in this region is where the Firestone is. I think I called it the Magma Chamber, which I'm 100% sure is not the name of it. Pretty sure I had League of Legends on the mind. I think that was kind of a fun memory. Even though League of Legends and fun rarely go hand in hand together, it's the Lava Cave. Not necessarily as amazing a name, but you're effing kidding me. Why? I didn't even do anything. There are a bunch of repeat monsters that we've encountered about 1,000 times in this cave. Unfortunately, we do need them for certain side quests that we're going to be doing, and I can't believe it. We actually, god dang it, we broke a flying enemy. My god, that's probably the third time this whole project. Crazy. But in particular, that Nopon that was freezing to death on top of the upper portion of Valak Mountain needs a lot of materials from this cave, particularly from the Hawks, and if I recall, the Ferris enemies as well. And a few silver chests later, we have all the Hawks flint that we need, and in that battle, Ricky actually maxed out his first skill tree. Heck yeah! And if I recall, this should be the good one. Yeah, Dream of Money, which doesn't really give you money. Gives you gold chests, which you can sell stuff for money, but it's not really super helpful. Which one do I mean, no, what am I saying? It's incredibly helpful, but Gil is so easy to come by. But let's see. Always items sell for a higher price. Not bad. Ricky see, Ricky do. I think I want to grab that because, as you know, you can skill link things to other characters. And speaking of skill links, we should probably update that. Well, we definitely want to give that to Ricky. My god, I was foolish for not having that up before. And outside of the ones for Ricky, I think we're kind of good. Wait, how do I have... Dump! Bro, I got a new affinity with Ricky. Oh, I'm gonna do his heart-to-heart then. Awesome. I guess I got that and didn't even notice. But, yeah, back to what I was talking about. This cave kind of cool. Not much to say about it. I'm gonna talk about Dragon Quest. I know it's getting annoying, but it sort of reminds me of a segment from the third game, as we'll see in a little bit. But it is a story mandatory segment. It's not a lot to say about it outside of that, and just some of the monsters we can fight in here. There are a couple of unique monsters, one of which we have to beat a game. So, well, I guess you could argue, no, like a sequence breaker, dude. Which is true. Technically, I mean, you're intended to beat the unique monster, so that can be a little tricky. I've also mentioned multiple times, we are in sort of a tight spot when it comes to EXP. I really wanted to get a 44 on a Dumban so we can get his next art, which is something I've been alluding to for a little bit. Maybe these bats are just really easy to... Excuse me, they're Vang, John. You're right. Susceptible to break. Because, God, we're getting... Dumban of all people is getting breaks on them. Crazy. And that's usually kind of tough. But I get on the first try. Yeah, we got the Ferris Aged Ale.
Dunban, you're embarrassing Ricky.
That apparently embarrasses Ricky. I don't know what that was about, but some fire ether deposits here in case you're trying to synthesize some new strength up gems. Which, come to think of it, yeah, I probably should do that. I'm pretty sure Dumban still has health up 2 gems on some of his armor. He's really neglected, and I really can't run from this thing, but I really want to. God dang it. Slowly but surely, our party is really coming together. The only, real issue is yeah, Ricky, his damage output is just not the best. But trust me, he will scale into late game. But as we come into Orochi's lair, it's not necessarily Orochi, but we notice the flagrant rock seal? I've never said that out loud. This fight is not necessarily difficult. In fact, it is like completely vulnerable to, where the crud's? Oh, there's the unique monster. It is completely, like, susceptible to instant death. So this is one fight where Charlotte can actually do some serious damage. However, F that. We could use some, like, tactics with, Dumban and Thunder and, you know, all of his strategies, but I'm not really such a big fan of that, but I want to get this monster into the next room. That's just not going to fly. Crap. All right, this is starting off bad. Maybe I should have went for the headshot strategies. I don't know. I recommend using anyone but Charla and Melia in this fight because really, yeah, all these ether-based enemies hitting us at the same time, kind of rough. However, with the A-team of Dumban, Ricky, and Shulk, we can just burst this sucker down so fast, it ain't even gonna matter. And because of Ricky's happy skill, we can just live inside chain attacks. With a little bit of RNG, we didn't get a continuation there, which is literally crazy. The math on that, what's up with that? Don't know, but even with my level, we are just like 2 level like difference. We are doing great here. Dumban is tanking like a boss, as per usual. Shulk has just in a great position to get his positionals, obviously, to give us more chain attack. Thunderbolt is a little scary, but it didn't even matter because he went down just like that, and the magma rock is ours. Now I'm going to run away because I ain't trying to fight Paimon? Moonlight Paimon. I know Paimon is a word, but it just sounds like a Digimon. Come on, guys. No, we gotta go. We gotta go. Come on. They ain't worth it. Come on. Come on. Hold. Dumbass, leave. I know you want to fight. Jeez. Okay. Are we good? I think the problem is Ricky's poison is still on. You know, the poison's actually doing work, though. We don't need to fight them, though, but you'll get a 100% chance of getting a Lexos Dragon Elixir as well, so that's nice if we ever need that for a quest. I don't remember every single quest off the top of my head, though, but that's not how that fight's supposed to go. But honestly, if I could respawn it, I would want to try the Charlotte insta-kill strat, but yeah. Now that we got that, let's head out of this cave, because there's not really much to do outside of that, believe it or not. And while heading outside the magma cave, I actually found the last token I needed for Monster Quest 3, so not too bad. With that battle over, I reckon if we really are, it'd be really strange if this wasn't the case, on Purple Affinity with Ricky and Shulk, I figured now's a good time to check this out. And God, it's crazy to think Melia is actually the lowest level of affinity with Shulk. I swear I use them together all the time, but I guess not. Let's now check out this heart-to-heart, a snowy hot spring. Because why the heck not? I mean, it's in the area. It's cool. It gives us more affinity for more chain attacks. Why the dump not? Why is it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Thank God. Oh, I thought my game crashed. That would have sucked. Hey, Ricky. Got a second? I want to ask you something. Ricky, what are you doing? Ricky, love hot water. Oh, no, pun, love hot spring. Oh, no, I don't like where this is going. Oh, right. Gotcha. The water actually looks kind of chilly, though. Not too hot, not too cold. It's fine. Oh, my mistake. I thought it just looked cold. Ricky, look across snowy hill and enjoy hot water. It's perfect, Shulk. I don't really see the appeal, but if you like it, that's cool, or not so hot. Shulk, jump in water too! Have fun for once! You want me to jump in there with you? Otherwise, Shulk never know how good hot spring is. I guess you're right. Do not worry, Shulk. Shulk will like water same as Ricky. Well, I am a man of science, I guess. Can't hurt. Ah! The guys are blowing him away! Ricky! Time for me to make a run for it. Sorry, Ricky. What the? Shulk! That's your friend! Oh, he's fine. I guess we learned from this heart to heart that, yeah, if you're just like gone, Shulk would not go to find you. He'd leave you be. But with the hot stone in hand, there is technically nothing stopping us from continuing with the Sealed Tower event. However, I'm going to just be blunt and be Mr. Director here again. If we did that, it would hurt future episode pacing. So instead, the remainder of this episode is just going to be, one, doing the monster quests around Valak Mountain, taking in the sights, and really helping out those Nopon researchers, but also hunting down them goddamn cabbages. Where them suckers at? Also, I gotta fight this mother effing thing. You know, I've been typing Mothra effing to my friends, just like to see if anyone would correct me. So far, no one has. Like Mothra, as in the Godzilla antagonist and protagonist, depending on the film. I don't know if my friends are just really polite or they're just fed up with my bullcrap and don't want to talk about it. This is what I think about. However, the monster hunting continues just the same. What? Where did my Monado Buster go? That's pretty weird. Alright, that's why we got Tempest Kick, I guess. I've never seen that happen before. What the heck? With the strangely evasive Lexos defeated, I'm going to now warp over to the Mechanis Wound. Take care of those Antals now. I mean, we got to balance things out, right? We were specifically told to hunt some of the Chokin and Antals. Can't let the nature of Valak Mountain be disturbed too much. Funny story. I mean, it's not really funny, but my 12th grade biology teacher had, like, war stories about her battle with beavers. Legitimate beavers. They were creating dams in the area that they were supervising, and they would have to, like, legit fight off beavers. Not actually, like, taking weapons to beavers or anything, but, like, scare them away so they could destroy these dams because it was affecting other parts of the habitat. Kind of crazy. It makes you think, if humans never, like, interacted with nature, would eventually beavers just flood all other creatures and be the prime, like, apex hunters? I don't know. But I don't want to think of a world like that. Anyway, we're doing the same thing to the Antals, so they don't take over the whole world, I guess. And with any luck, while you're out here killing ants like some freaking weirdo, you might get those Antal fire punch pouches. Fire punch. That sounds kind of crazy. It doesn't even have hands. That the freezing Nopon wants. So now we can turn that quest in and help that person out. But you know what? I just can't help myself. There's these Manta Mora Mora in the area, and in fact, dude, just like finding the Mechanis, or is it the Bionis one? That naming convention doesn't make sense now I think about it. Either way, we need these enemies for another monster hunting quest. We'll beat them real quick. They don't do much outside of Ice Meteor, which looks really cool. I hope we see it. Aw, we killed it too fast. Heck, I didn't even see it in a vision, but while we're in the area, we might as well finish off those pagools near the waterfall, which I kind of just forgot about. And we're doing it now. What do you want from me? Jeez. Yo! Dumpan got it! He's level 44! Dude! Yes! So, at level 44, Dumban learns a new art, which, yeah, I know I've been just sucking up to Dumban this whole series, but dude, this is what we've been waiting for. Soaring Tempest. Great art. Infinitely better than Tempest Kick now that we're a little bit farther in the game, and Shulk not having access to Monado Purge isn't really a thing anymore. Most of the time, you should be able to get it. And you better believe I'm dumping mad points into this. First and foremost, it's an AoE art, which is always good on your tank. Sometimes the AI can only get so much aggro, but also, for every foe hit, this fills Dumban's talent gauge, which, as we know, Dumban's talent gauge, very important. This art in chain attacks, very solid. The only real downside is 9 times out of 10, you're not really going to have the art manual for it, which is why I stress the Colony 9 stuff. In short, I'm very excited, but aren't we forgetting something? Oh yeah, the freezing Nopon. We should probably turn that quest in, huh? Sorry, we took so long. Dumban got a cool move and I had to, like, tell everybody how cool it was.
This nice and warm. Just what I wanted. Now I full up. I'm starting to get warm. Ouch.
Oh god.
It's too hot. You're kidding me. What? But at least I feel warm again.
I'm glad, but could you please get up? Talking to your butt feels kind of weird.
Now I can go back to my friends. Take them the information I found. They'll be so shocked.
Super duper. Anywho, with that quest complete, we could continue on with the Nopon researchers, but I want to make a little bit of a diversion because, yes, it is such an issue. It does deserve its own, like, segment of the episode. The hunt has now begun for the ice cabbages. I've been running around off-screen, on-screen, in this goddamn dump for how long? Where's my cabbages? So, enough's enough. We're gonna go get them now because, like I said before, we need 3 of them, and they're such a rare drop, and I also just kind of want to talk about Valak Mountain. This place. You know it. Like, bro, what was Monolith Soft on? Look at this. I can't even put it into words, bro. I get it. It's an ice area in a video game, but no, it's so much more than that. Just making it a little bit orange and purple seriously makes it feel so alien, which is kind of the point. It's supposed to be an alien place, but oh yeah, I forgot I have to fight some of these. Where are they at? Poleaxe Chilkin. All right, my speech will continue once I finish the Chilkin and Antal quest, I guess. And now I think about it, I'm pretty happy these Chilkin showed up when they did, because I have now a lot more to focus on. And by the way, that's Soaring Tempest. Every time I see it, I can't help but think of that vine where the kid is surrounded by the toilet paper and the editor put it on screen. It looks just like it.
The fuck is going on?
You dare challenge me?
But back to what I was talking about. Fantasy RPGs, kinda sick. I know everyone likes, you know, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, the sort of, you know, medieval fantasy and dragons sort of thing, but making a wholly original, like, fantasy, but still science fiction RPG, like, this is, for all intents and purposes, an alien-looking planet. Sure, we don't have spacesuits on, but dude, so goddamn cool. And obviously I haven't played every freaking, like, fantasy, like, game RPG ever. In fact, I hear the Mass Effect series does also some really cool things, but man, I just effing love Xenoblade so much. Except these ice cabbages. I didn't get one. Son of a gun. Anyway, this is technically Valak Peak, but where we really want to go is if you look just a little bit to the left, there's another pool of water, and that is our desired location. Now that we have the, what is it called again? The magma stone, the fire rock, the magma rock, what the, but it's called the lava, I guess lava, magma, rock, stone, they're all interchangeable, but basically now that we have this key item, we can burn up a lot of the ice that is preventing us from accessing specific areas here in Valak Mountain. And that's what we're gonna do. Not much in the story even directs you to this area except your own curiosity. So now I think we'll just have like sort of a, I don't know, mini discussion. I don't think I can talk for that long about this subject, but it's something that really interests me a lot. And that is the like one-person indie game versus the large like conglomerate making this like, you know, masterpiece, like, blockbuster game, right? I don't use the term masterpiece in its literal sense, just, you know, a culmination of everything the, like, artists have made, and that is, like, hey, this is everything we've learned up till now. In sort of, like, I do think of, like, the salad days of, like, you know, the mid-2000s as far as RPGs go, because you sort of have, like, at least in my very small niche of, like, JRPG knowledge and, like, development, right? You have these sort of smaller studios, but not too small and not too big. Sort of just like medium-sized, I guess is what I'm trying to say in the most like overly complicated way possible. Studios crafting these like pretty impressive games, and now I feel like there's almost too large of a gap now that we are on like new generation of consoles, and that kind of stinks. You could say like, okay, you just want the olden days back, old man, which is true. I low-key kind of do. But when I reflect on what makes this game so special, obviously it's this giant sprawling world. No one person can make all these art assets, this story. Obviously it took an entire giant company. And I use the word giant there because Monolith Soft was pretty tiny back then actually, and it's only recently gotten very large. But not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about is it took a lot of people to make all this, but it still wasn't too many people where the vision was clouded. You see what I'm getting at? I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Johnny. I don't remember asking.
Shut up! Let me talk! Okay. I know it's convoluted. I know it's a little silly. But hear me out. People talk all the time like video games and movies. Like, they're comparable. Are they? Yes, duh. Because video games have cutscenes. But hear me out. A book can change somebody's life, you know. Someone says, oh, I read this book, it changed my life. I was in such a bad state of mind, and now I got better, and it gave me what I needed at the time to move forward in my life. And everyone's like, poggers. People say that about the video game. There's this giant effing stigma, like, you know that's bad for you, right? F that, dude. I'm gonna say it straight up. If a video game had a positive impact on your life, homie, speak that truth. Also, this is why I don't do rants on the internet. All right, what I'm getting at is sinking. Takahashi's the best. Xenosaga was insane. Dude's a legend. What else can I say? Anyways, hope this really doesn't kill me. I feel very passionate about video games. Don't know if you know. I think, yeah, I screwed up. We're trying to get to this area, and I keep opening my map like it's a bad habit, which is a bad habit of mine. No, it's going great, actually. We're doing great. Okay. But anyway, we could have just fast traveled to the very start of the zone, but where's the fun in that? With the lava rock, we can now open up this path, which is probably not the first one or instance people use it for, but you know, I like doing stuff a little different sometimes. Hopefully we can get some good drops from this ether deposit. I'd really want some HP up. Come on. Only got 2 draws. Probably not, but I don't know, man. A friend put it in a good, like, minds, like, heads, like, the game Xenoblade Chronicles had a super, like, huge impact on him. And he was telling me about it. And honestly, I did not get the same, like, impression from it. But the fact that we had 2 completely different paradigms was just so fun to me. I'm dead, bruh. Holy crap, you get a hold of yourself, Dom Bait. He flew higher than me. Anyways, I could go in, like, more in depth, but I know I always say this. I'm saving that for a future video. Anywho, this is a really fun part of the game. A Ghoul Mountain Range, because it's more of this crazy platforming segment. Hope you can jump. Yeah. We should be fine. Ideally, we want to grab onto this ledge, and that'll stop all of our inertia. Yeah, that would Shulk would just hit that, like, instantly splatter, bro. But, heads up. Or some kind of high-level enemies up ahead. Not these nebula. They're okay, but this is an area way later into the game that we'll be visiting. And coming here a little early just happens to be, like, the best chance to get ice cabbages. I feel like if I just said, hey, I'm going this way and fast travel, like, you know, sped up the video, it wouldn't really be as impactful. I don't know. I guess this is like a episode where I just have like a uninterrupted walk while I hunt for these effing ice cabbages. I still have not found one. I cannot believe it. I found plenty in practice. It was crazy. It was like ice cabbage, ice cabbage, ice cabbage. And would you actually believe me? This isn't even the most rare item in the game. There are way more frustrating items. Like 1 or 2. Okay, like not like a myriad, but this one in particular you just need so many of. And anyway, if we come to the 3 Sage Summit, level 99 monsters, and the first instance of a Xenoblade super boss, Final Marcus. To say that guy would murk us in an instant would be an insult. If he breathes in our direction, every cell in our body will explode. Okay, that might be an over-exaggeration. I need to find some middle ground for my own, but this specific ledge is where we want to jump down to, and if we make it into the water, we'll find the best place for ice cabbages near this pool of water. I'm going to save my game and just load this pool repeatedly till I get 3. Wish me luck. Usually there's a lot better spawns, but as I said before, it's a little RNG dependent. Now that Xenoblade Chronicles has been out for a while, we do have tools that pretty much just tell us, no, this is the best point to farm. So, meet you in like 30 minutes, I guess. Yes! Yes! Holy dump! That took a lot less than 30 minutes, yes!
We collect 2 ice cabbages, can you believe it? They will be big help to Colony 6. Yes.
Bruh. I got the cabbage. Okay, once you get your first ice cabbage, make sure to save your game. Unfortunately, because we're doing 100%, we gotta repeat that 2 more times. Yeah! Yes! Oh my god, the 3rd one. There we go. Now you know why these videos take forever. God dang it. Alright. So that wasn't 30 minutes. It was roughly 15 though. Still quite a grind. I am putting that sucker in my collectopedia ASAP. Where is it? Locking it in. Boom. We have all the ice cabbages we will ever need. You're probably thinking, Johnny, why don't you just get it from somebody that trades it? To get the character to trade for it involves Colony 6. So yeah, that's why. Oh, now that's done. All we gotta do now is focus on Cook-Off Showdown. With ice cabbages in hand, it's time to get another material, the Entma King. Sounds like it's an important enemy. It's not. It dies just like everything else. Drops these shells that we need. They can be found just a bit north of the Macanus Wound, actually, and that name is still bugging me. If it's the Macanus Wound, wouldn't it be on the Macanus? Sure, the Macanus dealt the wound. I don't, listen, it's not a big effing deal. These enemies aren't either. Even though it looks like I'm getting my butt kicked. Wow, never really noticed it before. The chest looks just like the icicles there, but the item we're looking for, the paste shells, does show up in wooden chests. So, I'm a safe scum. I don't even care no more. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No way. Holy crap. I didn't even get to do what I was going to talk about. Okay, yeah. There we go. My god. We got the last paste shell we needed. A strategy I was going to talk about is, hey, you can just kill a whole bunch of them, and if they drop a bunch of wooden chests, you can have like 4 or 5 like wooden chests just spawn and keep like reloading. But I got unbelievably lucky. I don't even know how to react. Anyways, before we return to the whole purpose of this episode, I guess we should probably turn this quest in. Hey, we took care of those Tyrkin, and actually they're Chilkin here.
Now that mountain bit's safer. Now no problem for us to do research.
Sounds good. I got other crap to do, though, so I'm gonna head out. Oh, yeah, I'll take my reward, but, you know, we gotta drop to the colony real quick. After all, it was the whole reason we went to Valak Mountain in the first place. Okay, it wasn't really, but hey, buddy, it took several episodes, but I found those materials you were looking for. Oh, sorry, I'm stepping on some other food.
You find the greatest Huawei. Hold on. I'll Hoko make food. Put that there. Get this. It's okay.
I think after all that, it's just like, yeah, it's passable.
Hoko very happy to make food from all day. Hoko even feel like making smelly food is more fun.
Whatever you say, you're the boss.
Lately, Hoko make food that all customer like. That's how Hoko stay in business. But then Hoko not make food that Hoko want to make. Which way is right? Which way is wrong?
Beats me. Haven't got a clue. It's not my business. We're fighting the Mechon.
But friend look impatient. So I say friend just pick answer now. I'm not impatient. Hoko can't decide for himself.
So here's the branching path for you playing at home. Do you help out everyone in Colony 6, including Hoko himself, or make the one person that likes eating his cruddy food happy? Honestly, the lady's being a turd about this. Make the food. Help your business. Don't be an idiot.
Friend is right. Customer gets what customer want. Hoko will keep making food that customer enjoy eating. Hoko must get customer back before he changes mind.
Word up. So if we report back to, oh gosh, I'm so bad at butchering the high Entia names. Unless your name is Melly. Let me guess. Makrish? Is that it?
I was close.
Hi there.
No, it is literally just Makrish.
Has Hoko gone back to his roots? Does his food taste as it used to? Then I shall use all my remaining strength to sample it once more.
Makrish, you're being such a baby. Yeah, it's gone. It's done. Go enjoy yourself, lady. Go nuts. Like Orion just straight up lies to her. Yeah, no, the menu's back.
It was all that I hoped. However, Hoko told me he could never make it get that again. I so wished he could turn back time when he first arrived. A place for just me and my hero, Hoko. What friend eat today? Same again, he would say.
Cheer up. I'm sure there's loads of places that serve rubbish, lady.
Yeah, it's not that hard to find. That reminds me, I heard you spoke on my behalf.
Well, yeah, kinda.
Thank you kindly. Your impatience helped Hoko make a change of heart.
Quit calling me impatient!
It was but one meal. 'Twas a meal to remember forever.
Is that a compliment?
If you haven't shouted at him, would he have made even more? One cannot dwell on the past.
What are you getting at, lady? You're crazy! Get out of the colony!
You're a strange Harms, and an easy one to tease. I understand Hoko must do what he must to survive as a chef. That is enough for me. I've decided to cook food which suits my own taste. There you go! You got it down a full start! Thank you for your help. I've got some recipes I want to try until we meet again. It legit couldn't have been that hard. You could have just, like, hey, can I borrow your recipe? Sure, I ain't making that crap no more. As we get level 3 affinity with Colony 6 and the Impatience skill tree for Rhine in just one go. And speaking of skill trees, I think we should probably update those a little bit. I'm pretty sure Melly, last time I checked, yeah, she maxed out Ultimate Ether, which is, as you know, very helpful for her. I think next we're going to start working on Honesty because she's such a glass cannon and all. Shulk is also super close to Chain of Friendship, which is going to be OP on him. Oh, I can't wait. But as far as the Impatience skill tree goes, it's not about passing stuff to other characters. This really just helps out Rhine, and having more double attack chance, pretty darn good. Also, Speed Strike, it's just a passive. If you have it, it's great to have. But we're still just going to focus on Enthusiasm, because that's how I like to play. Now that we've done all that, I guess we should probably return to those ancient ruins, huh? What can I say? The ice cabbages threw me off my groove, but once we open up this ice wall, we're gonna get one heck of a cutscene. I just wanted to save it for last. What can I say? It's sort of is groundbreaking in every sense. So let's check it out.
The letters are worn and difficult to make out, but it's definitely the language of the High Entia. They look just like the lettering on Prison Island.
If only we could. Just walk inside.
This place.
Something up, Shulk?
No, it's just... I feel like I know this place.
Deja vu.
I'm not sure, but... I thought I had it. I can't seem to recall.
Are you all right?
What? Must be tired. Don't worry.
This is Ose Tower. Built by the High Entia to house and protect the Monado. The ceremony of seers was conducted here. It is also where the Homs found the Monado.
Wait, you mean... So this is where the Monado was kept. My dad took it from here. Have you always been able to see the future? You told me you were from a long line of seers. Did you have the ability from birth?
Once, I too came into contact with the Monado. Those that are to be seers must touch the Monado, and a chosen few receive our power. That is the ceremony of my family.
And the ceremony was held right here.
Shulk, why do you think we can see the future?
I hadn't really thought about it. After I grabbed the Monado, I just saw things.
Your visions are the flow of ether itself. Ether is the very source of our world's existence. Where and how much ether there exists now and in the future can be predicted. Therefore, in principle, the future of living beings such as us can also be predicted. And there is one thing that makes possible the visualization of those predictions.
You mean... the Monado?
The Monado can disrupt the ether, allowing you to release certain powers, which means...
My visions, under the same principle, are there to disrupt the future.
With no one to control the outcome, the future will never change. But what if someone were to disrupt the future? What then?
The future would be changed. Is that how Zanza planned to defeat the Mechonis? But why go to such lengths? What happened all those years ago?
Did you think it was just a myth?
I used to only believe in what I could see. My home, my friends, the Monado itself. I knew those things were real.
But when you took the Monado in your hand, you gained the ability to see that which was not meant to be seen.
Are you saying I should stop?
You are a fluctuation. As a fluctuation, you exist outside the results of your predictions. The more you accept this existence, the more malleable the world becomes. In fact, you have no choice but to accept it. Good morning. Did we sleep well?
Oh, I can't feel my face or feet. What do you think?
Ryan not tell truth. Ryan snoring make Ricky think of Orluka.
Oi! I don't snore.
Sword Valley is just around the corner.
Wow, the crud is Dumban's smelling his finger the first time he wakes up. Wait a minute! I think he was thinking. And come to think of it, I am too. That was one heck of a cutscene. In fact, I think it's pretty common if you're like, wait, what? What are you guys talking about? If Shulk is supposed to move around the future, and if the Monado can move ether, and if there's predetermined effects, is it really predicting the future? Or just more like accurately guessing? All these questions and more will be explained eventually, not by me, but by the video game. So if I sped all the beans right now, there'd be no fun in that. This has been one heck of a video to record, guys. I will be blunt, doing nearly everything in Valak Mountain in just one go. I mean, as far as quests go, we're like 80% done. There's a few more back at that Nopon research camp I want to save for a more opportune time. But really, guys, this is just about all there is to do in Valak Mountain, with Sword Valley just up ahead. Now it's time to walk that way and prepare for the Mechon we're about to fight. What's going to happen to Shulk and his party? Well, I guess we'll find out soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. The iced cabbage hunt is finally done! Yes! Yes! Huzzah! And the next episode, it's time to start having some fun as we head down Valak Mountain. See you guys then. Bye.